Hey everyone, Retire on Dividends here, back to make another weekly update to my options trading journey. When I say options trading, it's basically just the wheel, which means sell puts, sell calls, sell puts, sell calls, just generating premium the best that I can. So let's go right to the options stocks, my watch list, and take a look. So right now I'm trading tsll. That is a 2x fund of Tesla. I'm trading BitX, 2x fund of Bitcoin, and I'm trading TNA, 3x fund of basically the Russell small cap stocks. Now you can see their 30-day IVs, column E, TSLL 132%, BitX 113%, and TNA 75%. So good variation. And also the TSLL and BitX they're near the 52-week low. TNA is kind of in the middle, but they're more closer to the 52-week high. So, so far so good. I have others on my watch list I don't talk about. Riot, CLSK. Honestly, Riot, I'm never going to trade them. So I'm going to delete them. You can delete them. Oh, what the hell? Delete. Clean Spark, I was always hesitant. Mara, I'm hesitant. I'm probably going to delete them too. But SOXL, TQQQ, and UPRO, I do want to trade. Even though there's 75% margin maintenance, if there were 100, I wouldn't do it. But there's 75, it leaves a little room at least, but regardless. So TSLL, by far my favorite. I do like BitX because they have 50%, margin maintenance. Anyway, let's get to the trades. So what the heck did I have going on this week? As far as expiration date, I had a lot going on this week, right? I had TSLL had 4 puts and a call. BitX had 3 puts. So TSLL, we'll go through that first. They closed at $9.20 for the week. I had a $9 put. I had a $9.50 put. I had an $8.50 put, and I had an $8 put. So obviously, when you sell a put, and this, if the stock you're selling the put on, or ETF or whatever, if it closes above, or I'll say, below the price of your strike, then you're not going to get assigned, right? So obviously, let me restate this. Sorry, I just got home from my son's football. But if TSLL closes, if the TSLL price is above any of your strikes, then they expire worthless. If you have a strike that is above the current price of TSLL, which here you see 950, row 105, then you would get assigned. So the 950 actually got assigned, which means when I sell the put, I have to put up collateral. So I did one contract for the 950. 950 times 100 shares is $950. So that was posted as collateral. So what happens is when I get assigned, they keep that collateral, they give it to the buyer, and I get, essentially the shares. So I get 100 shares of TSLL at $9.50. So if you scroll to the right, you can see I got assigned. Now for the others, since TSLL, it stayed above the price of the strikes. It stayed above 9. It stayed above 8.50. It stayed above 8. Then obviously, I do not have to buy it. So those expired worthless. However, I am okay with any scenario with TSLL. If I got assigned, then that's fine. If it expired worthless, then that's fine. In this example, I only got assigned 100 more shares, and I'm okay with that. So let's continue. I did have a call on TSLL, so we'll take a look at that real quick before we get to BitX. I sold a call with a $10 strike. So if TSLL closed above $10, which it did not, then I would have to give away my shares at $10 each. However, TSLL closed at $9.20, so this expired worthless. Earlier in the week, this was in danger because TSLL was above $10. I thought my shares were gone. But luckily for Friday's disaster, I'm safe. Now, BitX, this is I just started trading BitX. So I sold 3 different puts. I sold it at a 22, a 23, and a 26 strike, right? So if BitX closed below 26, 23, or 22, I would have to buy 100 shares at each of those prices. What did BitX close at? $21.16. That's below every single strike there. So I got assigned 100 shares at 26, 100 shares at 23, and 100 shares at 22. So I own 300 shares of BitX. So you can see here, I did put action, it did get assigned. So that's fine. No big deal. I'll sell calls on it next week. As long as Bitcoin doesn't, keep tanking, then I will be okay. I already talked about the call. All right, so how about the trades I made for this week? Well, this week I sold a call on tsll. It was around, when it was at $9.92. I sold at $10 strike. I sold a call. I got 40 cents, which comes to $40. That actually comes to a 490% yield. And by the way, it expired worthless, so I keep my shares. So essentially, I was willing to sell my shares for $10 when it was at $9.92, and it almost got assigned, but it didn't. So I got $40 in order to commit to doing that. However, it expired worthless, so I get my 100 shares of TSLL back. So I'm very happy about that. Now, what else did I do? I sold a put on TSLL when it was at, $9.58. I sold a $9 put. I got $37 for that. What else did I do? I sold, so I sold a $9 put. I sold an $8.50 put. And I got, for the $8.50, I got $30. So 2 more puts on TSLL. And then I sold a put on TNA, $35. I got $53 for that. BitX, I sold yet another put on BitX. Yes, I'm brave like that. But, who knows, man. Crypto's been freaking tanking like everything else, though. So I sold a put at $20. So we'll see how that plays out. I got $36 for that. And TSLL, I sold 1 more put. I believe this was on, yesterday, Friday. I sold it for a $9.50 strike. I got $55. But that was close to the money. It's only 0.84% out of the money at the time. So yeah, a lot of action. A lot of, crazy trades. Look at these annualized, when it comes to annualized percentages, this is how much I'm calculating that I'm actually making were I to make this trade over and over and over at the same rate, based on the same investment. So it's anywhere from 61% to 490%. So again, crazy rates, I understand. Now, scrolling down to the bottom, as far as the premium for the month of September, I have made $251. Obviously, it's early in the month. It's September 7th as we speak, so that's not all that bad. Also, a distribution should be coming out for TSLL very soon. So the more TSLL I own, the better, because then I get a dividend. Sweet. Let's move on to the TSLL Wheel 2 tab. Again, this is my second wheel. So as of right now, I did add the 950. So I have now 300 shares, because again, the 2 at the top, they got assigned already. So, they got assigned at $10. That's okay. But it's still part of the same wheel. So I keep them into the average cost basis. So now I have, 500 shares that I got assigned for. So I take the average of all 500 that are in the same wheel, and my cost basis for those is $9.90. Although I only have 300 left that I could sell calls on, which is fine. But I'm going to sell calls above $9.90. It could be at $9.90, but obviously they don't have strike prices at that price. So the next one available would be $10. So I'll await. Again, TSLL closed at $9.20, but if it moves up green, if it stays around the $9.50 range, oh yeah, I could sell calls at $10 for a good premium too. If TSLL goes down, then I'm probably going to wait. My put party, right now it has three puts at the party. I got an 850, a 9, and a 950, all expiring on September 13th. So if TSLL continues to tank next week, my put party will expand, going to 920. So I'll add more. again, 950, 9 and 850, they're all below my cost basis. So I'll do another 3 of those for 920 because TSLL has kind of been staying at that range. If TSLL goes down to 8, then I'll sell puts at $7, you know, and then so forth. So be it. All right, let's check out the other wheel tabs. We have a TNA wheel. Nothing assigned on TNL, which is fine. TNA is at 37.05. I currently have a put expiring on September 13th for $35. So we'll see how that plays out. TNA, you know, the problem with TNA, it's a little more expensive, but, you know, again, that's okay. BitX, as you know, I got assigned 300 freaking shares. I just started trading this and Bitcoin's tanking. But guess what, guys? All good, because I love selling calls. So I have 300 shares of BitX currently. My cost basis is $23.67. BitX is currently at $21.16. So if BitX, or Bitcoin in general, goes up on Monday morning, I will be selling calls at $24. You damn right I will. If there's something between $23.67 and $24, I'll do it at that too. But my guess is the next strike is going to be $24. Current put party, I do have a put expiring for this Friday, $20, which will obviously lower my cost basis even more. BitX is currently at $21.16, so it's already getting close to that. But we'll see how this week plays out. Again, last week was pretty red. Will it repeat? Who the hell knows? Total income for the week, I made $251. Capital I put up $9,192, so that's about a 2.73% yield. Again, this is, you know, on a weekly basis. So, you know, and here's all the weeks from prior. But if you add them all up, I've made about $3,623 from options premium since February. Dividends $72. Total income overall $3,660. Which, you know, is this good money? Sure, I think so. Some may not, but it is what it is. The point is, I'm not actually having a lot of fun trading options. Sometimes it can get scary, though. Like right now, it could get scary. Like if the market tanks again next week, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be pretty scared. But again, I have to keep the strategy the same. I can't right now. I definitely can't use any more than these 3 funds because, you know, I'm gonna be capped out after that. But hopefully, it will recover at some point. Now, I do have this annualized yield, right? So I average up all the annualized yield over time since February, and it comes to an average of 239%. Okay, so if I take that number, again, this is just for fun, you know, retire on options, of course, and I take that number, how much would I need to retire to make $200,000 a year? Well, I'd need $83,000. Of course, I understand 239% return doing options on your own is unrealistic, even though that's my average. So I'm always going to cut it in 1/3. A third of that is 79%. I do think I could get that. So how much do I need to retire at $200,000? $250,000. So if, you know, I have about 50K in the bank in the brokerage now. If someone gave me 200K right now, cash, I could take that money, quit my job, and live off options, technically, right? So that's the idea behind this whole calculation. So yeah, 200,000 is also 16,666 a month, 3,846 a week. Question for the audience, by the way: could you live off $200,000 a year? Would this be enough for you to retire on options? I'm just curious, based on your location, how, you know, your lifestyle, so on and so forth. If not, what's your number? Let me know. All right, guys, so that's the update to the options trading journey. We'll see how next week plays out. Obviously, you know, we got some pending items there. Heading into next week, a lot of puts going on. No calls pending, just puts. We'll see if they expire worthless, but if they keep getting assigned, you know, we get more and more danger. We're going to have to get more capital. You know, hopefully we'll have enough capital or margin to sell more puts and average down. So it'll eventually, hopefully, flip green, and then we can sell calls, and then the wheel will continue or eventually end when the calls get assigned. All right, any questions, please let me know in the comments. If you really want to, like, if you have detailed ongoing questions, you want to have a discussion, please join the Discord. It's much easier, and go right to the options trading channel. There's a lot of people on there. They answer all times of the day and weekends. We talk options on weekends too. So that would be my best advice, to just join that chat. So I will attach the Discord link to the top of the comments. Feel free to join the Discord. Yes, it's free, and no, I will not message you. So if you get a direct message from someone that looks like me, it is spam. It is someone trying to scam you. So please block, report, delete. All right, guys, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video was for fun and entertainment. So hopefully you had fun. Hopefully you were entertained. If not, we will try again next week. Obviously, if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you have any questions or concerns, or you want to make an opinion about this video, how to make it better, do you like it how it is? I always appreciate those comments as well. All right, I gotta go. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon. Later.